Hey, what's up, everybody? Mugyan Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well. Great to see everybody in chat already.
Right?
Sharon, good to see you. Cheers.
Good morning,
First
Miss
one in the
Sharon.
gate. Yeah, it is morning over there, huh?
It is. Middle of the night for her.
Ben, what's happening?
Ben.
Good to see you. Claude Knoll, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Tina. Jim's Camera on Music. What's going on, Jim?
What's up, Jim? Roger Blair. Good to see you.
Hey, Roger.
Miss Tina. How you doing, hon? Sup?
What's up, Chris? So yeah, if anybody paid attention to the description, Chris is going to come on. He's going to talk about some birding, tell us about his trip to Panama and an upcoming trip. He leaves in 2 days. So
That's cool.
Blink is in chat, Chris.
Hanging in there, Tina.
It's getting hot down here.
It is.
It was 90 degrees today. Going to be 90 degrees
Again tomorrow, I think, from
And then
forward.
I think like 3 days in a row, it's just like 88% chance of rain each day. Yeah.
Woohoo. Wait, when?
I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Oh.
or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tournaments this weekend.
Well, I have colleges here. This is the
Oh.
busiest week.
Oh, March Madness, eh?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind getting wet.
No,
I can't play on the courts if
they
they're wet.
can't play, and then there's no room for makeup, really, because the next wave comes in right behind them. And now with the way travel is really hard right now, all the lines in the airport, TSA workers are stretched thin.
What?
Government partial shutdown.
Yeah.
It's affecting their travel. So far, everything's been okay, but you throw in a glitch of bad weather, and that's going to screw everything up.
What's happening, Northwoods? Ben gets right to the questions. How's the ex? Too funny.
Hey, Drake. Good to see you.
Chris, what's happening, man?
Sup?
Sup?
Man, a few words.
All right.
That's not true.
No, not at all.
Anytime I can't shut up.
So what are you up to, man?
Nothing, chilling.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as I
my
was saying, Chris was on a 2-week adventure down in Panama where he was birding and you know, hanging out with the locals and enjoying a new culture. So we want to hear about it, man.
yeah, it was life changing. It really was, man. And it
I
was so
kind of showed it. My hands are here. Around my lap. Wasn't me.
Where'd he go? Oh, no.
You all right, Chris? You got it?
yeah.
Okay.
You kind of cut out there for a second.
Yeah.
No, man, it was so much more than I even I thought it was. I knew it was going to be, you know, just next level, but it was so much more, man. Like, yeah, I guess I didn't know what to expect. You know, I travel a lot, but not out of the country, and you know, it was legit as you can get. End of the roads by dugout canoe to these trails through swamps and the jungles they are, and I couldn't have asked for anything more, man. It was the absolute best. Indigenous tribes and, getting all the history. Like I told you, man, the birds are like my excuse to go to these places. And then once you're there, you get so much more than, just birds.
Did you go with a goal of wanting to see a specific bird?
I mean, yeah. So with the exception of a few things, they're all new birds.
This is true.
So we had 278 species for the trip, and 208 of those were life birds. First time I ever seen them.
Life birds. That's cool.
Yeah, and it was like I told you that first day was like I thought I was in trouble because there was so much. Like, we don't have birds like that here. Like I mean we do, but not in like those numbers. I'll go out somewhere and put in a list and I'll get 25 species, whereas we were a quarter mile down the road and we were at like 40 or 50. Like, there was just birds flying every which way, and you don't know where to look. It was just absolutely insane. And like I said, you don't know so we get there. I don't know how much you want me to tell of it, but so we get there. We had the first 2 days to ourselves for the most part. We had one of the guides from the tour group that we used, and we did the Panama Canal and downtown Panama City, and then some of the outskirts, and saw some of the ruins and things like that, and got the history of Panama. And it was like out of a movie. Like, it really was. Like, I've never, that stuff I've seen, you don't think it's real. And then so we did that for the first 2 days, and then we went down to the town in the Darien province, where the Pan America Highway comes down and then it ends, and there's a few roads where they've taken some vehicles to these remote villages and they use them around the villages, but you can't get to and from with a vehicle. It's boat only.
Okay.
And that was the greatest thing ever. The guy that was us, that was where we went, was one of his original group. God, I just don't. There's so much. There's so much to tell about it. Like, yeah, it still races through my mind.
We got 2 hours.
Right.
So we get to there's the camp, and then there's the tower, and then there's a lodge, and like the camp was a week. You're with there was 6 other people there as well that we didn't know, which is always the number one concern. If you get one asshole on there, it just ruins the whole thing, because you're stuck with them. You
Sure.
can't be like, oh, we'll go on the next one. Like, no, there is no next one. So if you get one, we had this one old couple, which kind of slowed us down a little bit at times, but it wasn't unbearable. They were all really good people, and we had just the best time, covered with mosquito bites and chiggers and the full experience, But
How were the snakes down there, dude?
we saw one boa, I guess 3 boa. It was a pretty hefty fella, literally in the tree right outside of our tent. But didn't bother nobody. He was there, and then the next day he wasn't, so we didn't want to know where it went.
Was it going to take you home as a pet?
Yeah, a couple of little tiny ones that I don't know what they were, but and several unexpected, like, semi to mega rarities. The main target of the whole trip was the harpy eagle. That was like the focal point. That's like the highlight of it. And it just, like, we got that bird. That's the one by boat. That's the one I sent you a picture of. So these folks all know we do boats for a living. And I get on this boat in the morning in the dark, and I knew it was a rickety, river boat. This is, like I said, these people all have their function over nothing else. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 100-year-old thing. If it works, and they use it. So we get on the boat, we drive down this flooded river that's really flowing pretty heavy. Get out, and then it's cross country through, we were throwing rocks in the creeks to get across them and things like that because we got some rain. Get the bird. It's amazing. Well, funny story about that. We get there. It's the chick of a known nest that any day was going to fledge, and they expected it to be leaving within the next couple of weeks, or at least leaving the nest for a duration and maybe coming back. But so we get there and we're staring up at this tree, and we're staring at the nest, and we're waiting. And he's like, "Yeah, it's probably down in there. We're just gonna have to wait it out. He'll eventually pop up." And we're sitting there, and we're sitting there, and we're sitting there, and somebody goes, "Hey, isn't that it?" It was like out of the nest, up in the top of the tree, and nobody was paying attention because we're all staring at the nest. So, and that was the first time that they're aware of it being out of the nest. It's getting ready to go. The parent will I guess they figure it's coming by like every 2 or 3 days and dropping off a monkey or something, and it's feeding on its own. So it's just a matter of time. It was, you saw the pictures. It was almost into its adult plumage and things like that. So we get done with that and we go back, and now it's daylight, and he's got the boat sitting over on the side with the motor trimmed out of the water. And I'm a boat guy. It's the first thing that caught my attention. And I'll be damned if that sucker wasn't tied up with rope, dude.
Oh, geez.
The entire lower unit was held on by a thin plastic piece of rope.
I saw that.
And now I got to get back on this thing and drive back up this flooded river with giant logs and trees floating down it. It was crazy. I didn't want to worry anyone, so I didn't tell anybody other than Gigi. She knew about it, but I was questioning whether we were going to get back or not.
I'm gonna pull up some pictures.
You can do that? Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
How the hell you do that? That's crazy.
So
That's my
Stevie did this for me. I
figured
sent them
it
to her. She got them on, and well, I did this.
Yeah.
is a garden.
And these are pictures that Chris took, guys. And I'm gonna put this whole thing up by itself. You want to explain what we're looking at?
Did you drop them?
Hold on. No, I didn't. I don't think so. Hold on. No, we're all still there.
Chris, you there?
I think we lost Chris.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Are we muted? Are we? Did something wrong?
What he did was brought the picture up.
All right. Well, we're not hearing you, Chris. We're not seeing anything move. Like, so somehow you lost your microphone or something. Here, I'll just if you have to back out, back out. Link is in chat. Just come back in, and we'll show some pictures and talk about them.
There you go. I hear him.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you
Yes.
go.
Fuck.
Shit happens, dude. Where was
Can you
I?
hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
He did something wrong. Jim says it's live. Things happen. Oh, I'm not sweating it at all. It's just typical. We've experienced before
And will again, I'm sure.
many, many times.
So while he's sorting it out,
Chris, just back out and
hit the link again. That's if you can hear us.
let me just double check. Hold on.
Well, now he's up there.
No, because that'll give an echo, so I have to get. Hold on. You there, Chris?
I think so.
There you are.
There you are.
I have no what happened. It just
We're
froze.
there twice, and I'm glad you didn't say anything because having
It
them
would've-
both there,
It would have
it would have been
deafened
a
us.
funky echo. Right on.
Anyway, where were we? Try that again.
Oh yeah. So where did this go? Hold on. I'm not trying to remove.
There you go.
What are we looking at here?
So that is a gartered Trogon. There's, I think we had 3 different ones while we were down there. There's gartered and there's blacktail and slaty tail, but that is a gartered Trogon. That was one of those were big on the list because that's not really something you get anywhere else but there.
Right on. All right, let's go with this one. Obviously.
So that is a yellow-bellied toucan, and then it is the chestnut mandible is the kind of subspecies of that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a toucan.
That's
Something-
Real quick, Northwoods, be safe, man. I know you're under a tornado watch.
been getting hit with storms.
Yeah, he's getting his ass kicked in storms.
Doesn't that mean you're supposed to go watch it?
Right.
Some places have been hit by baseball-sized hail from the storm system, he says.
Yikes.
Oh,
What about this little blue thing? Where
Blue-eyed.
Yeah, blue-eyed.
That one is. I'd have to look back on that one. I can't remember that one off the top of my head. That is.
And again, guys, these are all pictures that Chris took.
Yeah, that one escapes me. That's one of the 277. I don't.
Well, don't worry, I don't have that many.
are you dropping them after you show them?
Not yet.
Okay.
That is an Aplomado falcon, which
That's
I didn't even know existed. And I actually saw 2 of them while I was there. It's just your average medium-sized falcon.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just screwed up, and you have to come back in. Because they were on
Yeah.
your side, so when I kicked the guest, it kicked you out.
Yeah. And
So,
I'll just re-upload them. Give me a minute.
oopsie.
Y'all keep talking.
Let me put well, you don't need the link. You're already backstage. You're already there. Yeah, no, there's more pictures. It's going to take a while for her to come back and
Won't take
reload.
that long.
Yeah.
All that.
So there's a couple of them in there that one in particular that I'm super stoked about. But we got it's called a little hawk, or excuse me, a tiny hawk, and there's a few of them around down there, but not too many. And even the guide was like a little kid about that one. He's like, I haven't even seen one of those in like 5 years. He was so stoked. He almost fell out of the boat because we saw that one boat. But the one other one it's called a dusky backed Jacobite.
Chris, you're breaking up, dude. You're breaking up. All of a sudden, you're there, and then you're not. Like you're talking, and then you just cut out. Keep trying.
All right, maybe I got too far away.
Let's get Stevie back
Well,
in there.
yeah. Okay. Let me bring these up. Now I can't tell.
Oh, what was what? Go. Don't like you already
I
did like
gotta-
the first four, so go to the next, and hopefully it's the same.
Did we do 4?
Those were some cool cool birds.
Yeah, but so the one in particular, oh, that is a ruby topaz hummingbird. And unless it took me, I saw it twice while we were there. It was coming into the flowers at the camp, and that one picture there was the one out of about 50 that you could actually see the yellow, because it only flashes that yellow when it's at a, like, it's, what am I thinking of with so unless it's at just the right perfect angle, you can't see that yellow. And I took like 50 pictures and one of them actually had it in it. So I was proud. You know how hard it is to take a picture of a hummingbird?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
What else? Let's see what this.
That one was great. That is a crested owl. That was one of my favorites of the trip. So we went out at night with a spotlight, and it kept calling. It was way out there, and it kept calling and kept calling. And we were coming into the full moon when we were there, and it was just dumb luck that I was looking in the right spot, and I saw the shadow come shooting across through the moonlight, and I was like, right there, and boom, he hit it with the spotlight. That was all a total of 3 seconds. I saw the flash fly in. He hit it with the spotlight. We threw our cameras up, click, 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 and then the thing was gone that fast. That's how we literally saw that bird for like 3 seconds.
Wow.
That's a really cool one. I was really happy with that one.
That's a wicked looking owl.
Right?
That's a badass for sure. That is a red-legged honey creeper.
It almost doesn't look real.
Right?
I know. Half the birds down there look like somebody made them up out of Play-Doh.
Christy, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you like birds. Let me see what else we got here.
I think I might have duplicated one. That one there.
Yeah, you did.
So I can remove it.
No, it's all right. Let me go over here. Move that one. Do that one already?
That was another one of the jacamars. That is the green, I believe is called green jacamar, or great green, maybe. That one was another very seldom. We were pretty thrilled to get that one. That's a,
Rare.
5% chance of actually seeing that while we were down there, and it flew right in and landed on a wire right in front of us.
That's awesome.
Just for all the pictures we wanted to take, so which very rarely happens.
Right on. This one is this is the monkey.
It's a capuchin, white-faced capuchin, like the monkey from Night at the Museum.
Sure, sure.
They were all over the place.
That's cool.
Those ones are. I mean, we saw them elsewhere, but that one was at the camp.
What do we have here? What do we have? The herpes monkeys and shit.
Herpes monkey, yeah, that's it.
And this owl.
Screech. That is a tropical screech owl.
Okay.
Looks a lot bigger in the picture, but that thing's literally like 6 inches tall, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, they're super tiny.
It's like the burrowing owls. They're real small.
Yeah, actually, maybe even a little smaller than the burrowing owls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right, now. So those pictures you would have to remove when you were.
I just did some of them. One by one.
I don't see them moving.
Yeah, two other of the best birds. So one that was fairly unexpected was a crested eagle, which the whole reason we went with the group that we do, ecotourism has just exploded and everywhere, not just down there, but it has become such a huge part of their livelihood and their income, and everybody gets a piece of it. All of the villages we went to, they get a chunk of the money. The boat drivers and the local restaurants that we stopped at and during travel, all of the people down there are getting a piece. But there's still the other side, the loggers that are trying to get every patch of trees they can. So
Sure.
the one big dirt road that we bird, one of the main ones. So he was telling us the story. So they were going down the road about, I guess, a year and a half or 2 years ago, and they heard a bunch of chainsaws, and so that's what they do. The money that they make from us coming down there is used to buy land so that nobody can touch it. It's all about conservation and that. And so,
Absolutely.
so there was a school, which kids go to school by boat, bro. It's pretty cool. They go to school by canoe. It was crazy. Cool. So they went to the school because it was the school's property, and the school said we need the money, so we're just selling off some trees to the loggers. To which this guy responded, "Well, forget the loggers. We'll pay you. We'll pay you a rental fee, per month, and to not touch the land and to allow them to have, access to it." And that is where the crested eagle chose to nest. It was in the process of building the nest when we were there.
Oh, wow.
Kind of had to be real quiet and stealthy and not disturb it because they're worried about it. Too much disturbance will stop building the nest and it will leave. So those are the things that I was glad to spend the money that I spent, knowing that it's going to that,
Absolutely.
to those kind of things. The other great one was the dusky-backed jacamar, which I didn't realize in the moment how rare it is. So an endemic, if you've ever heard that word, an endemic means that's a bird that only lives right there in that one spot, nowhere else in the world. New Zealand is a great example. There's a lot of birds, the kiwis and that only live on that island. That's the only place you can ever go see them. And so that was the trip where down to another one, end of the Pan American Highway, on those little skinny 30-foot dugout canoes that I showed you a picture of, up the raging river, over trees. They just had a huge flood, and then off the boat and through mud and muck. I mean, it was 1.5 feet deep, sucking your boots off, and it was a struggle and humid. I know you think we got it bad here, man. I never felt no humidity like down there. It was
Really?
next level. Yeah, absolute next level. Just dripping with sweat. We get there, and with no guarantee that the bird's actually going to be there. It's a bird. It goes wherever the hell it wants to. And so all the way out through this sweltering jungle, and sure enough, it comes in right above us. We all get great pictures of it and that. And I didn't realize it at the time, and I started researching it later. So there's more than this that have seen it. But as far as the app that I use, the eBird, for recording all of my travels and my birds and all that, that's that. Remember the picture I sent you? It's got the map on it of all the stops we make and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's less than 800 reports. That means less than 800 people have seen that bird and reported it.
Out of how many? In that organization? You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying 800 people at all I've ever seen that bird.
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah, yeah. Not to include locals or people who don't necessarily use that app, which is very few. And I think there was 113 pictures, and one of them was mine. I was pretty proud of that bird.
Right on.
You know, something like that, what it took to actually get out there to see it, is not something your average Joe is going to be able to do for sure.
How many were you like the first one in line? Like you were in the front of the canoe, or was there somebody sitting in front of you?
I was in the front on the way out, and there was one of the boat guys was up all the way up in the front. He was kind of dodging trees, and they all had machetes. Machete is the chosen tool for everything down there. Everyone had a machete. And so, yeah, and then I think I was kind of in the back on the way home, but that is a yellow-tailed Oripendula, or yellow-rumped Oripendula, I think is what it's called. Those guys make a lot of racket.
Yeah.
The whole time we were there, we were always hearing them. That is the slaty-tailed Trogon. So if you look at his tail, it's kind of gray. Hence the slaty. And then there's another one that looks just like that, same reddish and greenish, but the tail is solid black, and that's the black-tailed.
Right on. I think that's about it for the slideshow.
Yeah. Those ones are cool because they're not really, like, I don't know, they weren't really scared of us. Like, they would be in the tree right above us and just watch us the whole time, and never really they would fly away eventually, but a lot of the birds were your ant wrens and things like that, which are down on the ground and in this thick jungle, and it's a struggle to actually get a look at them. So, which I don't do, by the way. There's a lot of knuckleheads that will go down there, and you might hear this bird calling way off in the distance, but you're not from there. You don't know what the hell it is, but they'll put it down as they saw it, so it's on their list. But I don't.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
every single bird on my list was viewed with my own eyes before I would ever count it. So
I left the video up there for
Yep.
the marina.
Well, I don't think you could take that down, could you? 'Cause
Yeah.
I put it up there.
No, you did. I put it
Oh, you
up.
did. That's right.
Uh-huh.
So the other day, Chris and I were sitting on my boat. Well, this was Saturday,
Yes.
and the town had this event going on. What was it called? Barbecue music,
Plains, Tunes, and Barbecue.
Plains, Tunes, and Barbecue.
Yep.
So they had planes doing these, like they do multiple times a year. They'll have, since there's a seaplane base right next to us, so they'll have seaplanes come in and drop during, I think, October. They drop pumpkins. They try to hit a target from their planes, and this time they drop watermelons. But then they do touch and goes, where a plane comes down, touches, and then takes off again, touches the water and takes off again. Well, this is what happens when
It was windy. Touched. You didn't go.
little too hard.
You didn't go.
Whoopsie.
Luckily, no one was hurt. See the people come off their pontoons and back and forth.
They had to be pretty scared.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was our Saturday. We heard it when the prop hit the water. So it had already bounced, came up, and we just turned around and it was like it was already nosed in.
Judy said, "Ruh-roh."
Yeah, but they were all right. But it was interesting. Mr. Lee, what's up? You missed everything, buddy.
Everything.
Everything. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch.
We brought pictures up and all,
Yeah, show and tell.
right?
So now, where in the states have you gone? How many states have you hit?
In the last 2 years, I've been to 27. A couple of. Go ahead.
Have you Louisiana?
Yeah. Well, through couple of small stops just off of the interstate on our way to like Texas and that, but I haven't done like northern Louisiana or anything, just down along the coast.
Yeah, Ben was like, "Oh, you should come to Louisiana." I know you hit a lot of states. So Thursday, you're taking off for another week. Where are you headed?
Tucson,
Arizona.
Texas, Arizona, New Mexico is phenomenal birding. You have a lot of birds that shoot across the Gulf, but you have a whole bunch more that don't, and they come up through Mexico and follow that western track. And excuse me. Yeah, it should be, and we're just now seeing to come in to migration. Everything has really started to move over the last couple of weeks, so there should be some really good stuff coming through. Now, that's somewhere I've never been. I've been to the Hoover Dam, so technically I've been to Arizona, I guess, but I literally stepped across the line.
You stepped over the line. That's like I did Four Corners when I was a kid, and I stood right there, so I was in like 4 states at once.
Nice.
So cool. Right on.
Yeah, we have to ruin it with a wedding on Sunday for half the day, but we turned it into a week-long trip. So
hey, Judy, she said Arizona. Judy's been up on the Mogollon Rim.
Oh, nice.
And what else? I don't know. I think I'm all videoed out.
I think that's more that you've put on display than all the years that you've been doing this.
True. True. But because we could.
That's it. We figured it out. Finally.
You figured it out. I still don't know shit.
Well, you brought it up. I just set it up for you. Now I gotta go back and take some of that off my laptop. Storage space.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I had to download each one individual and bring it up.
Oh, Mr. Lee, I've always figured out video. I've always known video. It was pictures that stumped me. Like, I don't know. Did you see this video that we just showed, Mr. Lee? I'll show it again. I don't care.
Do it. I didn't take it off.
Here.
Bring it up.
We're just showing it again. That's cool. Oh, you gotta go. So that was a plane crash that happened this weekend, right where Chris and I work. Everybody was all right.
What did you say? A piece of the plane came up
Oh yeah, when the nose went down, the struts that hold it up between the fuselage and the pontoons, one of those or two of those went through the floor of the plane, from what I understand. Is that what you heard, Chris?
I think so. Yeah. It also the propeller also, you know how those kind have the wheels that kind of come down off of the front of the pontoon.
Yes.
It chopped the whole front of the pontoon and the wheel off.
I said
Oh.
I thought I saw a piece go flying.
Well, in
off.
that video, you do see something flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It chopped the whole.
I saw it.
Yeah, it chopped the whole nose off. Well, then that's why those things are baffled, you know. So it only filled up like a little part of the pontoon, not the whole thing. But yeah, no, that plane's. Junior said it's probably totaled. Like,
And for those that don't know what baffled means, it just means that the pontoon has a bunch of different sections. So if something, you get a hole in one of them, it only fills up that little section. The rest of it is still good.
yeah. Is that what we do there? Work?
I don't know. What I mean, we get paid to be there, so gotta call it something.
All I ever see is fishing poles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get yourself in trouble. Talking about it.
No. My bosses love me.
Me too.
Beauty says pontoons are the Cadillacs of the water. They drive like a Cadillac. Big old.
Mr. Lee says I'm baffled.
No, I like our pontoon boats. They're cool.
Yeah, they are cool. So, Chris, growing up, my neighborhood was Audubon Estates. I grew up on Audubon Avenue. Every street in my neighborhood was named after a bird.
Nice.
There were over 300 homes in the neighborhood. So,
We're getting our feedback from Chris.
Many streets, all birds.
Nice.
Mr. Lee, we work at the same dock. We work for two different companies, but we do the same thing. We're competition, technically. Catalina flying boat. World War II plane that Northwood says it's his favorite plane. No, it's pretty cool where we work. I mean, we've seen the paratroopers about twice a year jump out of a World War II plane, and land in the lake. Boats come and pick them up. I think I've shown videos of that. I know I made shorts on it. I don't know if I showed it here.
Yeah, there's never a dull moment on the docks, man.
No, you get bored. Just watch people try to load their boats onto their trailers. Yeah, what's up, Ben?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
Ben?
Good, man. Man, that was some excellent pictures you took, Chris.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me. It was the camera. Trust me.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Playing pray.
Yeah, I am. Hold on, I'm choking.
Here, we don't want to witness your demise on.
Yeah, no, I am not a photographer, that at all. In fact, a lot of people give me shit because my pictures that I put in are with my cell phone off the screen on the back of the camera, not the original upload. I don't have a computer to do all that nonsense with. So
Okay.
my pictures are simply need to be good enough to confirm ID. And I did spend a little bit of money on the point and shoot that I got.
Yeah.
And it saves the day. It's 100%. Just, I don't change settings too much because I'll screw it up and then I can't figure out what I did. But no, that I got a little Nikon P950 super zoom, which is the reason I got it, because my original camera, if it was like 50 yards away, forget it. It was just a blur. And I was with this lady one time, and there was a bird on a tower. I could barely even tell that there was a bird on this tower. And she was like, and she whipped out this camera and she went click, click, click. And I was literally like, it was like I was looking at the bird and a picture of it. And I was like, hey, what do you got there?
Immediately.
And so I went out shortly thereafter and got one of those. And that's it. The camera is what makes the good picture. I just got lucky.
All right.
Oh, you got to find the stuff.
What you're not seeing, you're seeing the one picture that came out. You're not seeing the 40 other ones that you can't tell what the hell it is.
Yeah, man.
I've seen him take pictures, and they'll take, something flying by, 10 pictures, and you only get maybe one good one, like he said.
Yeah.
Man, I got you, but dude, the ones that we saw were great.
Yeah. I took 5,287 pictures.
Oh.
And I got about 100 good ones.
In Panama?
As many as Judy.
I was just saying, that sounds like Judy.
Well, plus, so I told you, it's the same as when someone comes to Florida for the first time from up north, and they've never seen an Anhinga before. Meanwhile, I'm shooing them off the boat with the hose, spraying them.
Yeah,
I know.
So I get there first day. I walk out of the hotel immediately. We get in, we check into the hotel, dropped our stuff, grabbed our cameras, and out the door, because there's this, nice courtyard and all this out there. We go outside, and boom, this blue and gray bird flies up in the tree above us, just sitting there all pretty. And I'm click, 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 click. I probably took like 45 pictures. And little did I know that they're more common down there. I literally saw probably 4,000 more on the rest of the trip. But I was so excited for that first one. So as the trip went on and you start seeing repeat birds, I took 1,000 pictures the first day. And then the second day, only half of the birds I saw were new. So I'm not taking more pictures of the same birds. I'm getting the new ones. So it kind of tapers off a little bit towards the end. But no, it was a constant keeping because that thing eats batteries. Like I keep 4 batteries in my pocket at all times. And so it was a constant battle to keep that thing charged, keep everything charged so that I wouldn't miss one, which I almost did a couple of times.
Hey, Chris, since you mentioned an Anhinga, what is the difference between a cormorant and an Anhinga?
Birds.
Everything. No, the easiest way for you to look at one and tell is the bill. So if it's got the sharp, spiky bill, that's the Anhinga. If it's got a goofy looking yellow, where it's curled down at the tip, that's the cormorant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you.
About the same size, same color, and all that.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing. The cormorant and the Anhinga, they're swimming birds.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see them, and then they're underwater for however long, and then
Snake bird.
Well, the Anhingas tend to stay. Their body is more underwater, where the cormorant will float a little bit more on top. It's pretty cool to see that, and they're all over the place down here.
Do they both not make oil?
Oil?
Yeah, and that so like the reason
that's
that
a good
they
question.
stand there and with their wings open.
Oh, so they're drying off. So when they go in the water, they have to hop out and dry because they can't fly. So
Yeah.
when you see them sitting there with their wings open, they're just drying themselves off until they're light enough to fly again.
Yeah, the
I
way
think
the
I don't
weight of the
think
water weighs them
I
down.
think unlike a duck, like if it's not a diving duck, Ben, it has more oil in the skin or in the feathers. You know, how they say water off a duck's back.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Since they're diving birds, they have less oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
See, and
Which is a fun game I play. So as I mentioned, they like to take massive shits all over our boats because they use them as perches. And
Oh yeah, I believe it.
and they're generally like at Venetian, there's 2 or 3 and they're there all the time and they have their favorite spot, and I see them like every day. And so I have a fun game where I'll watch when it comes out of the water and I'll wait till he's just about dry enough to fly, and then I'll scare him back into the water so he has to start all over again.
No shit.
keeps them off
Yeah.
the boat. Huh?
Yeah.
Make them jump because they won't be able to fly, so they jump back in the water to get away, and now they're soaked again and they have to go start all over.
Yeah, yeah. I got you.
Billy says, "What about pelicans? Those things are weird." Yeah, we don't have too many around here. Once in a while, you'll see one, but you go to the coasts and you'll see more pelicans in south of here.
Dude, we have tons. We have tons, bro.
You're closer to the Gulf.
We're too inland,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We had one that was hanging out that thought it was a gull.
A seagull.
I
Yeah, seagull.
didn't say it.
Fucking
I said a
Seagull.
squirrel.
You out. That's funny as hell. A seagull. But you like the 80s band Flock of Seagulls?
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, do you like regular flocks of seagulls?
Say that again.
He's busting your
I'm fucking with you, man. I know you hate saying that, like
Sorry.
gulls. There's no such
Breaking
thing.
up, I can't hear you.
Am I breaking up?
No, you're not.
What's up, Gate Smasher? Good to see you.
Hey, sure. Yeah, but so there are gulls and terns, right? But
Yeah.
no such thing as a seagull.
No, there's laughing gull and herring gull and ring-billed gull, and
I saw a seagull yesterday, man.
well, you saw a gull by the sea.
I'm messing with you, brother. I'm just fucking with you, brother.
What's up, Tyler?
Tyler, good to see you. Kate says, I made it to my favorite tree. Right on.
Have you ever seen a what do they call those? Oh man. So they like the biggest raptors in the world.
The biggest ones in the world are going to be your golden eagles, probably.
No, but so they have California condors.
Condor.
Yeah, that's what it was. Judy just asked, what was the bird that we seen at the Grand Canyon?
That was a condor.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was a condor. That was pretty cool.
So condors are raptor, right?
No, they're more.
They're more of a scavenger, aren't they?
Yeah, they're more like a vulture. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
not what they are, vultures essentially.
Stand corrected.
So, more than likely, if you ever see one and it's flying up above you, look at it because it's probably going to have a tattoo under its armpit because of the breeding programs trying to bring them back.
Conservation.
Yeah, most of them.
I got you.
They are protected. There's signs all over the canyon that say not to fool with them.
Yeah, no, they don't want to mess with them.
I did a short end too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, that was cool because we were looking down on it. It was on a rock, nested on a rock, like on the cliff.
It was just chilling there.
No, there was a nest, I thought.
So, dude, harpy eagles live in Panama?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. I thought that was some kind of Madagascar shit or something.
No, they're down through South America, but it's kind of, I told Russ about this. It kind of looks like the tree of life, like from Africa, you know. So there's these trees.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of them, but they stand out in the landscape. They are towering trees, 80, 100 footers. And it's just completely, they're as big around as, bigger than a car. Like they're hundreds of years old. And they go straight up with nothing, no limbs coming off them or nothing, just a straight tube. And then it's all at the top, is the little leaf part. And that's the only tree that the harpies will nest in.
In Africa?
No,
Panama.
Yeah.
Okay. But
and
Panama are they exclusive to Panama?
And down through like in Ecuador and all that, but yeah.
And yeah.
I can't remember the name offhand.
The equatorial zones, right?
Yeah, so it was one of those things that, the loggers were cutting them all down, and that's why the harpies only breed, if you're lucky, once every 3 years. So
wow.
If you miss a round of having a chick or something happens to that chick, it's another 3 to 4 years before it will attempt to have another chick. So you take that and you add on the fact that the only tree they'll nest in is being eliminated. So now we're down. I don't know what the estimates are, somewhere in the 3,000 to 4,000 left in the world range, give or take.
Damn.
But they're hard to find because they nest in the middle of, the jungles. They know of 4 in the Darien region, 4 nests, only one of which is legitimately accessible on any kind of regular basis. The rest of them are literally a 20-mile hike out into the middle of the jungle, and there's a nest there. So they are hopefully coming back, but they're definitely hurting.
Wow.
And
What's the most?
I wonder if that's bigger than a golden eagle. It's huge. It's a huge bird. So we saw the one in the tree at the nest, the real live one. And then we stopped by this little botanical gardens, and they had a rehab one in a cage that you could see up close. And I'm telling you, it was next level. It was so big. It
How big?
its wings
How big would you?
it was like 7-foot wingspan. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, it was so.
What's the height on it?
They're like 2.5 foot. It was like 2.5 foot tall.
Damn, it's 7-foot wingspan.
Yeah, it was beyond. Like, you don't see it. Even a bald eagle, we see them fly over all the time, and you think, wow, that's a big bird. It's clearly bigger than the rest. Until that sucker's 5 feet away from you, and you're like, dang, it's really, really big. Like the claws on it. It's 1 foot was, far bigger than my hand, with like 3-inch talons coming out.
Well, they're known for their talons.
Yeah, they take out monkeys. That's their number 1 food source is monkeys and sloths. Yep.
A harpy?
Yeah. That's their food sources: monkeys and sloths.
Wow.
So, which I saw a bunch of. Did you see that one? I showed you that one pic. I got his face looking at me. They always look so grumpy, but like that they're smiling at the same time.
What's up, Stats? Great to see you. She says, "Did you get a makeover?" You look.
She came in asking Gate Smasher, "Where'd you go?" I said, "He's up in his tree."
You're in the wrong tree.
hell, but there are toucans there too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple of different kinds.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been in, like Southeastern Asia type stuff.
Toucan
No,
will be-
and there's another dozen or more different species of toucans scattered. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
Costa Rica and Ecuador, Brazil. Like there's various different kinds all across through there. We got two different kinds there, is what we saw.
Okay.
Tina says, "Poor sloth. It doesn't stand a chance."
No shit. Yeah, I know.
Not at all. That is easy pickings.
Oh man, I know. What would be your number one destination to go bird watching in the world?
Oh, just for birds, not for necessarily exploring or
Oh yeah.
learning the culture, but no, I would go to the Galapagos Islands.
No shit.
Yeah, there's again, it's the island, middle of nowhere. There's only birds that only exist there,
Yep.
along with a bazillion other kind. I think you're looking at like 300 species
Wow.
of birds that you will not see anywhere else, really.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I don't know. I don't think the one trip I did see, where it was a guided trip like that, where you slept on this big luxury yacht often they shuttled you back and forth to the different islands with dinghies and stuff. It was like 12 grand.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like 12 grand for 10 days or something like that, like $1,000 a day.
Is the Galapagos off of South America?
Yeah, off of Chile or Peru.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
Whereas like Madagascar is off the coast of Africa.
Africa, yeah.
I'll go to that one too, though. It's hard to pick one. They all have their own uniqueness,
Yeah.
Australia, but you can't really do Australia. Like you either have to do 1 week sections in all four corners, or you go there for a month because it's just so big, so hard to get
Yeah.
go from one to the other if you want to actually see it all.
Yeah.
Smasher says he's been seeing the bird from
everyone
in traffic.
From what?
He's been seeing the bird.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Tina says, Chris, have you ever been to Africa?
No, but Uganda is actually a potential for the next one.
Really?
If possible. That's where the shoe bill is.
Oh, really? The shoe bills in Uganda?
Yeah.
Uganda? Yeah.
Tomato.
Boy, that thing is a weird looking bird.
They're I don't even know what they are. I struggle to call a bird.
right?
Well, really, huh?
A dinosaur.
Yeah.
Ruthless. When there's two chicks, one of them will kill the other one.
Wow.
Always, yeah. Oh, that was another. Speaking of crazy sounds, so there's a bird. I saw. I was researching beforehand, but I was watching a documentary about the manakins. So manakins are this little tiny, kind of like a little bigger than a sparrow sized bird, but super small. And they do this thing where they crack their wings together to attract a mate. And it's when you hear it and I'm watching it on TV, I'm like, damn, that's loud. But then when you hear it in person, it like rattles my chest. This little tiny bird that cracks its wings together, and it sounds like an exaggerated like a bang snap, the little throwdown packets.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually taking its wings and bringing them up above its back and cracking them together. Like it's crazy. And there was like a bunch of them. So it was like crack, 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 crack.
And you could feel it.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts.
Damn.
Little tiny
It's like
bird.
it's creating an infrasound.
Yeah.
Right?
Mr. Lee asked earlier, Chris, what's your thoughts on Bigfoot?
Oh, I thought. Yeah. There's.
You gotta try to speak a little closer to your mic because you're kind of.
He wants to know, do you believe
Yeah,
in Bigfoot?
absolutely, I do. And yes, of course, I asked the indigenous guy who lived in Panama his whole life if there's a Panamanian version of the Bigfoot, and he flat out said no. There's nothing down here. So no Panama Bigfoots,
But it's cool that you asked. So
yeah,
we appreciate that.
I was thinking about you, man. Promise. But no, yeah, there's definitely Bigfoot. I don't know about all of it, like, skunk ape and this, that, and the other, but like Pacific Northwest Bigfoot, like absolutely. Although we talked about this too, Russ, the little tiny howler monkeys. I wish you could play the sound recording of that. Like, they were like way up on the hill, and it was rumbling through your chest. And if I was in the middle of the woods in the Pacific Northwest and I heard that shit, I would say this was this giant 10-foot ape beast. Meanwhile, it's this little 2.5-pound monkey.
Yeah, but why would a howler monkey be in the Pacific Northwest?
It's not.
No. What I'm saying is, if I heard that sound up there, I would say it was a Bigfoot. But it's
for
not
sure. Yeah,
coming.
I
It's
got
not
you.
coming from some giant ape thing. It's coming from this little tiny monkey and there would be 10 of them in a tree, and it would just shake it would just rumble and echo across the whole valley. Like, it was the craziest sound. I can't imagine what the first people that went through there, like, if I showed up on a boat and walked across this swampy jungles and I heard that shit, I'm getting my ass back on the boat, bro. Because it was the scariest sound I've ever heard in the woods, for sure. And
You heard that in Florida?
No, in Panama, the howler monkeys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Judy says infrasound recorded sounds like a hummingbird.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh, infrasound recorded sounds like a hummingbird. Okay.
Like that?
I'm just reading what's there.
I got you, bro.
Seeing if I'm sure I missed some comments, but what else? So what do you have, what birds are on your list for Arizona?
To be honest, I am not even sure what's going to be coming through. I haven't done too much research on it as of yet. I will. Tomorrow will be that day, and packing and all that.
The day before, he's like, "Fuck it, what's down there anyway? I don't want to go down there."
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
it's going to be a lot of stuff. There will be a lot of stuff, that common stuff that I see here. And we don't have a whole lot of time, and we can't really travel too far. I think we're hitting Mount Lemon, like we talked about today.
Yeah.
And I see whatever I see. Like, it's nothing. There's not necessarily a target like there was down there.
Right.
It's just whatever.
Down there, you'll get shit like roadrunners.
Yeah. There's going to be a
ton
of different hummingbirds.
A lot of different hummingbirds.
Yeah, we get the ruby-throated and occasional migrant. There'll be maybe a rufous or a there's a calliope that's up in Ocala right now. Very rarely, though, do we get any kind of hummingbirds here. So I got 19 different species of new hummingbirds in Panama. when I was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Then there's so many more. There's like 67, I think. There's 67 different species of hummingbird, of various shapes and sizes, and
That's awesome when you think about it. That's
yeah, it really is.
Mr. Lee says, what about vultures? They in Arizona? Yeah, there's lots of vultures in Arizona.
They were
Tricky
down there by the
vultures.
thousands. They actually, although you still see a lot here all the time, they technically are a migrating bird, and the large masses of them migrate down there. And so when we were there, just the one spot, like when we went and saw the harpy, when we went to leave, they were streaming overhead, heading due north, the migration had already started. And just the one, literally within 15 minutes, I counted like 4,000 vultures.
Wow.
They were all in a big stream and all using the wind and heading north. So
That's cool.
although
I'm just
there are
reading
a lot
stats. Stats is down by Crystal River area, and she said just seen a hummingbird 2 days ago at my test feeder.
yeah, they're all coming
Put out
through.
more now. Grabbing some flowers tomorrow.
Mhm.
Arizona, my dad always had like 3 feeders going, 4
On the
feeders
back of
at
the
once. Yeah. And we'd get dozens of them.
Yeah, just make sure you change it regularly. Like,
Oh, otherwise you get ants.
like, well, not even that, but like 3 days, like 2 or 3 days max. If they haven't drank it, dump it out and put fresh, because it gets moldy and it'll make them sick.
Especially in Arizona in the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's even worse here in the humidity and heat. No, I've been filling hummingbirds for ever. Hummingbird feeders, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't even I just use sugar water. Because the stuff that they sell, like the red liquid that you put in a hummingbird feeder, that shit's no good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I just use sugar water.
Yeah. So, Chris, what's your, it's like your most favorite bird that you would ever love to see or photograph in your life?
Oh,
It's a bucket list bird.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I mean,
Gotta be that harpy, huh?
no, not necessarily. No, I mean, realistically, like the one of a kind is that shoebill.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna see anything like that anywhere else. That's a one-off.
But you have to go to where? Uganda?
Yeah.
Right. Good luck with that shit.
Yeah, I don't know that I would travel that. I mean, it's a cool bird. I just know that I would travel.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see a golden eagle soon. Not that they're hard to find.
Where are those?
I just haven't been. Golden eagles are what the Mongolians use to hunt the goats and deer off of the horseback. Yeah, golden eagles are what they train to do that hunt. They're the ones that the golden eagles are the ones you see grabbing a mountain goat and chucking it off a cliff.
Dropping it off a cliff.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you got to wrap your mind around that. That's a 150-pound animal that this bird just lifted off the ground and took off with it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then they just drop them.
Yep. Drop them. It kills them, breaks their bones, and then they just go have their way with it.
All tenderized and ready to go. Jesus. I'm just saying.
But the Mongolians use them for like other, rabbits and small game and all the way up to that.
Yeah.
You can go do that. There's the thing. We were just looking at it yesterday. You you can book a trip and you can go live with the Mongolians and go out on a hunt with them on horseback.
Hey, Pammy, that would be cool. That would really be cool. I've seen that. I've seen one of those videos that people did that. My sister Pammy popped in. Good to see you, Pammy. I hope
Hey,
you're doing all
Pammy.
right.
Question for you, bro. How do you think that people figured out? Well, I mean, I'm sure you don't really have an answer,
No.
but like how to have raptors, you know, they'll come and land on your wrist and you can send them out to go hunt whatever, and then you could just call them back.
Same way you train a dog.
Yeah,
Food.
yeah. So they learned it. They saw they saw the Eagles doing this, and they were like, oh, well, that's much easier than us doing it. So then you just they probably went out and got a chick, and just like anything, if that's what you train, that's the only thing that chick has ever known, then that's what it does. Simple as
Yeah.
that.
All right.
You just it comes down
Yeah.
to simple repetition, and you when the bird does, you reward it and things just like you would a dog.
How do you get a raptor to trust you enough?
Well,
Because
like you
you're
said,
the one. Because you're the one with the food.
and you're raising it. You get them
Yeah.
young enough.
Okay.
all.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're bonding with that bird.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, have you ever seen the cormorants in China, like that fish
The
for these
bird?
people?
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
You've seen that, right, Chris?
Say that again.
Well, there's I don't know if it's in China or it's just somewhere, maybe Southeast Asia. They fish with the cormorants.
Oh, really? I did not know that. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
no,
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, there's
Check
fishermen
that out.
that they keep them on their boats or next to their boats, but they let them out. They go down, catch a fish, and bring it back up to the fisherman.
Yeah, because how many times we've seen one swimming around with a fish in its mouth, struggling? All you got to do is go over there and grab it.
Well, these are trained to bring it back to the fisherman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
they tie a piece of string or a rope around the base of their neck, so they can't swallow it. But when they bring they take the string off and give it a smaller fish, right?
Rewards them.
That makes sense. They're expert. They're expert at it.
Yeah, it's absolutely in China. It's not I mean, I don't. They might do it in other places of Southeast Asia or whatever, but I've seen videos of absolute, in China.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was in China, but I believe you.
I don't really do generalizations, man.
No, that's cool.
But it is really cool to see that happen.
My cousin he passed, but when he lived in Arizona, he had a red-tailed hawk that he would, hunt with. And he had to get it real young and
Those
train
are
it.
cool birds. I have one that come around the park, back of the office. They'll come within 10 feet of me, if that. They'll just drop down on the ground. About 3 weeks ago, I was standing back there smoking a cigarette, and I saw him up on the pole, which the pole was probably about, 30, 40 feet from me. Just sitting there looking at me. I'm looking at it. It drops down probably not even 10 feet from me. It kind of, it sets you aback a little bit because they're big birds. I stepped back for a second, kind of cocked his head to the side and looked at me, and the next thing you know, he's digging in the ground, grabbed a grub or something out of it, and flew back up on the tennis court, the fence. And just the wingspan on them, they're just beautiful birds.
Mr. They are. They're always eating squirrels in the park too.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Lee wants to know, Chris, where can we find your pictures? You post them online, YouTube channel, anything?
I do not know.
You just gotta look back at the show
come over-
earlier.
You can come over for a beer and I can show them to you off my phone.
Yeah, it's really, that's the option.
Right?
Yeah, I mean I posted some kind of the highlights on Facebook, but I'm not giving that out. So
Yeah, no worries. I posted what I could.
no, I appreciate it, man. Junior's
no.
Junior's like the only one I got to talk to, so he's tired of hearing about it.
Sharon leaving?
She's on her way home from work.
Oh, be safe, Sharon. I'm just catching up on chat.
So, you ever see like larger birds getting chased by little tiny smaller birds?
Oh, every day. Yeah, all the time.
What is that about?
They just they know that they're more agile than that other bird, and that other bird is too close to something that it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, most
Okay.
likely a
Yeah.
nest. It could be a number of things, but generally speaking, it's a nest thing. But they just know that they're more agile and that they can have their way with them.
Okay.
And it's just they're gonna pester them until it goes away.
Okay.
If you ever hear a bunch of blue jays going off in a tree, there's
Oh God, yeah.
90% chance it's an owl or a hawk of some kind. Generally speaking, it's going to be an owl.
Okay.
They'll make that thing leave.
Well, it's
Guaranteed.
funny because I see a blue jay messing with a red-tailed hawk.
Mhm.
Like he'll dive bomb him, and then take off, and he's just constantly.
We see it out
stalking him.
here all the time with the
Yeah.
ospreys.
Oh, and the eagle.
The eagles and the ospreys have this thing. Like one will grab a fish, the other one will swipe in, knock it out, and he'll grab it. And
Or miss it.
yeah, it's
They-
cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
I got
Try
I got
filming some shit.
yeah. I have a picture of a mockingbird that is on the top of the head of a red-shouldered hawk. But like they both have their wings spread, and he has his feet down, like stomping on his head, like in mid-flight. It looks like he's like piggybacking on him. It's pretty crazy.
And is a picture you took?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll have to see if I can find it. Amongst my thousands of pictures, but
It's a few terabytes back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mockingbirds are some little mean motherfuckers, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
They really are. Because every time I would,
It's
so
a
my
sin.
first, huh?
I said it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. It's from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah, I know. Watched that or read that. But dude, when the mockingbirds start going crazy and like picking up their wings and start chattering, that used to mean there was a snake in my yard.
Huh.
No shit.
Oh, it's cool that you reckon.
Huh?
Yeah. It's cool that you recognize it as that.
Yeah.
Well,
System.
that's all simple territorial. Like that's his turf, and you're in it, and he wants
Yeah.
you to leave. So
The good thing was it was always a king snake, but they would still, they would let us know.
nice.
It's cool.
The funnest one to watch is the killdeer when they do the fake broken wing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Hey, look at me! I'm over here. and then you get close, and then phew, he takes off.
What was that? There's a bird in, I guess it's Africa. It's called the go away bird because its call says go away.
Nice.
Yeah. Literally, go away. That's what it
I've
sounds like.
never heard of that. Yeah.
Mr. Lee says, Chris, since you're looking up all the time, you must have seen a UFO up there.
No, no UFOs yet.
What are you talking about, the packages?
Two things. The phone one, the sample.
What is that? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, all right, cool, I got you.
The bird that makes the sound that I don't like is the whippoorwill.
Huh.
It's just something about it.
Judy just mentioned the whippoorwill.
Oh, really?
Synchronicity, bro.
I was not even looking. I was just thinking that's probably the creepiest bird sound to me, in my opinion.
Loons can sound eerie. They can sound
Oh,
weird.
loons are creepy. Yeah, for sure.
That's funny. I didn't even see she wrote that.
Stat says, did you ever try the free app called Merlin? No. Anybody? Bueller?
Yes, I
I've never heard of
use
it.
I absolutely use it, but I'm going to tell them it is not 100% gospel. Just because Merlin tells you you hear something doesn't mean you hear it. Please remember that, because we have a lot of people who walk around now with their phones held up in the air. You've seen me use it at the thing. Remember, you ever? I tell you, it's pretty accurate for sure. I use it to tell me what might be there and what I need to start looking for, and then confirm that that's what I hear and what I see. But just because it tells you that there's a lot of birds that make very similar sounds, juveniles that haven't quite got their voice yet, and we were in Georgia, St. Mary's, Georgia, and I was looking at a bird in the tree with Merlin on, and every time it made a call, it told me it was a different bird, even though I was watching it call the whole time. So it is a great tool, a helpful
But it's
tool,
not flawless.
but it's not 100% accurate. So just because it says that's what you have or what you hear doesn't necessarily mean that tells you what you want to start looking for. If we're on the docks and I hear something that's a little different and I put Merlin on and it says I have a sandwich turn, well, I'm not going to put down that I had on my list that I saw a sandwich. I heard a sandwich turn. I'm going to look for a sandwich turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I can see it and confirm it, then I will. But if I don't, I won't put something in just because Merlin said it. But Merlin is a great tool, and it's getting better all the time. In fact, they just updated it like sometime while I was gone, and I put it on the other day on the docks, and now the fish crow was flying over and called, and it came up fish crow, and then it showed me a video of a fish crow, and it said the thing, about asking it a question about how it says
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it actually goes, they've like upgraded it to where it shows you a video of what the bird you might be looking for. It's a really helpful tool.
So it's like Shazam for birds?
No, it's just so you turn it on and
It's a listening device, basically, and
Yeah.
it tries to identify the birds
Well,
that it's
that's
hearing.
what Shazam is with songs and music.
Yeah. So all of
Yeah.
these birds, it uses a spectrograph, and
Okay, I got you.
and so all of these birds make slightly different octave sounds. You might hear two birds, and all you hear is a chip, and the other bird goes chip, and it sounds the same, but to the spectrograph, that one is just a sea hair of octave higher, and that means it's a different bird.
Okay.
And they have painstakingly recorded all of these birds over the time, and there's a lot that they don't have. So when I was in Panama and trying to use it, it would tell me that it is only able to identify 53% of the species that it's hearing, because they don't have the recordings of those other birds in their system,
Yeah.
because nobody's been able to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Unmuted.
But yeah, it uses the spectrograph to decipher between the calls and things like that.
I got you, bro.
What's up, Richie?
Tina says, I heard 2 owls out here fighting one night. It scared the hell out of me. They were probably mating.
Yeah, probably wasn't a, well, it could have been
Well, that is a fight, I
or
guess.
domestic disturbance.
Right.
Judy says loons make me think about Minnesota.
Yeah, me too.
We were
Right.
just talking about Minnesota today, man. The Spam Museum.
Oh yeah.
What?
The Spam Museum is in Minnesota,
Oh,
and Chris happened to go to the Spam Museum.
So that's where
never knew that.
that's where Gigi's from. She grew up in Austin. Spam was her whole life. Yeah, her house is filled with Spam memorabilia. Footballs and piggy banks and keychains and die-cast cars and
That's funny.
everything Spam.
And when he told me, I was like, "Why am I not surprised?" I said, "I bet you saw the biggest ball of twine somewhere too, right?"
Right.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Why not?
I'm just
No, so
reading.
that's what the birding does, Russ, is like, because I'm seeing reports from where the locals go and looking for specific birds. That's what takes me off the beaten path. Like we're not on the highway when we do these trips. That looks nice. Let's take a right, and or to some random
Way to do it.
stupid park in the middle of nowhere that nobody's ever heard of. And in doing that and being off of the highway and on those back roads, that's where you come across all that kind of crazy stuff, like that sculpture garden that I was telling you about, like middle of fucking nowhere. And there's just it was probably 200 acres of field with just anybody who wants can go there and build a sculpture, and it was the most random thing I've ever seen in my life. And we spent like 2 hours there walking around the fields and stuff.
And how big was the biggest sculpture you saw?
Like there was like an upside down house like hanging from the tree. Like there was this like giant octopus looking thing. There was like a robot that was built out of random pieces of metal, and it was like probably 40 foot tall. It was huge. And then there was a little tiny, like I told you, somebody built like a little igloo out of the bottoms of soda bottles or glass bottles and just random, and a giant stack of 1980s boom boxes. It was like 30 foot tall. Like what?
That's cool.
Pretty random.
Well, the fact that they allow anybody to put up a sculpture, yeah, that's neat.
And that's something that you would expect in a rural area like that. I mean, it was rural. There was nothing around for miles. And then for whatever, how does something like that even get started? Who's the guy who's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all this land and let people build shit. Like, what the fuck?
So, Chris, ivory-billed woodpecker, alive or extinct?
We already went through this. It's gone.
I know we did.
It's gone. I think.
You think?
Now there are possibilities. There's
I think they're
look at
alive.
like the area I was in Panama. Like there's areas, and the swamps where you live, where
Yeah.
just no humans able to go.
Yeah.
It's possible, but very unlikely. Somebody would have seen one by now. They would have
Dude,
strayed. They would have strayed far enough that somebody would have seen one.
yeah. I've seen pileated woodpeckers, but I've seen something else too. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Well,
It could have been a pileated woodpecker. I don't know.
yeah, more than likely. Those are the big ones around here. I got to see there's the pileated of the big woodpeckers like that, the large ones. There's the
Mhm.
pileated, and then there's a lineated, and then there's a crimson crested. And in Panama, they had the crimson crested and lineated, which virtually identical to the pileated. The only difference is the white on the back. So the lineated, the two white stripes are together. The crimson crested are together. The lineateds are on the outside edges, and then like the pileated is the same way. And if the line on his back is a little different, and then the next one up would be the ivory bill, which
Okay.
has a straight look. It looks like a skeleton on its back, a big white streak that comes down the center, and then
Yeah.
white
Okay.
by the wings.
That's
But
what the anhingas look like. Skeletons on their backs.
yeah.
Judy said, I've been to the Wizard of Oz Museum in Kansas.
Huh, so have I.
That's in what? Lawrence? It's a border town.
Yeah,
Southern
it's in,
Kansas.
I can't think of it offhand.
I've been there. I've stayed there. I just
Yeah.
can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, we totally stopped through there.
But that was the Wizard of Oz town in Kansas.
Yep.
Only driven through Kansas.
What the hell was the name of it?
Didn't stop.
Somebody knows it.
I sure don't.
Keep wanting to say Lawrence, but that's from Supernatural. Oh no, it's like Liberty. Is it Liberty, Kansas?
No.
Shit.
Damn, I can't think of it. I can't look it up, but I can't look it up because I'll get kicked off. But
Kansas
Yeah.
town. Dorothy
It
from
is
in the Wizard of
not.
Oz.
It is not what you think. It is this dinky little town, and it's this tiny little.
The Liberal, yeah. When I went from Arizona to Wisconsin and back, we ended up going through Liberal a couple times.
God, did y'all drive that?
Yeah.
God, that sounds terrible.
Northwood says the hometown of the author of The Wizard of Oz is in upstate New York, near Syracuse. I went through there once. Who did write The Wizard of Oz?
It's just thinking. I don't remember.
That's weird. You think you know the story, but who wrote it?
L. Frank Baum.
Like I've seen when I was in Alabama, NAC David, like I hooked up with him, and in his town they have the Helen Keller House.
L. Frank Baum was written by
What are you doing, girl?
in 1900.
Give me 20 minutes, okay? Give me 20 minutes. All right. You better stop licking.
That puppy dog.
Yeah, she probably has to go out.
Maya.
Yeah.
My.
So I had a good time talking to y'all. I'm about to go to sleep.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So Chris, good to see your pictures, brother. And thanks for the story about what's going on, man.
Right on,
Like
man.
what happened in Panama. That was cool. Mogs, Stevie, love y'all.
Love
Y'all
you.
have a good night.
You do the
And
same.
everybody in chat, love y'all too. Good night.
Good night, man.
Mr. Lee said The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock. Fantastic movie. That movie scared me when I was a little girl.
You don't know that it scared me. It was like a day at the beach if you had French fries. You go to the beach and you had French
Bag of
fries.
chips.
You got the birds. Or a bag of chips works too. So that really didn't freak me out. This time of year we have all the gulls on our dock.
Seagulls?
Yeah. We'll take a good look because they're going to be gone here real soon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They'll probably be less than probably a week.
Really?
Yeah, they go back to the coast. They kind of winter here on our dock.
Yeah.
We'll get
Down
like
on the end.
there's probably about 50 of them.
It's painted white.
Oh, there's more than that.
Yeah, it's whitewashed. And the town's got to come out with their power washer and clean all that shit off.
Yeah, before the antique boat show.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you saw them. The marina put up all these new fire extinguishers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're in these nice cases. I said, dude, 3 bolts in that thing. Somebody's going to steal those puppies.
Yeah, right.
Well, it looks good.
Hmm.
It looks like a plastic toolbox on its side
Oh,
with a clear case, and it opens up like a toolbox, with that
right.
clasp. But it's funny how they were
Fancy.
just in time for the antique
Uh-huh.
boat show. Yeah, she's got to go potty, I'm sure, Tina. She just laid back down. She doesn't see me getting up. Keep Richie's mom in your prayers. We'll do that. Not sure what's going on. Not that it matters. If he asks, then it's important.
Yeah.
So prayers, Richie. What else? Yeah, so you and me just got to go out fishing one of these days, dude. Doc doesn't count.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. For sure.
It'd be working.
Don't have to be.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to turn my attention back to bass. I think I'm fed up with trying to catch crappies.
They
It's
never
just a
stop.
failed season.
Yeah, they're pretty much, they're realistically, even though they like never started, they're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yes, this year sucked.
Another week or two, and that's going to be about it.
And I'm sure somebody had a good season.
Not it.
Not here.
Uh,
I want to cruise around the lakes and see who's got the biggest patch of lily pads. It's probably the guy that's doing all the spraying around here.
Yeah, right.
Almost, Mr. Lee.
No.
He said, "Are you a better fisherman than me now?" I said, "Almost."
He didn't ask. He said,
Oh, yeah. I guess it wasn't a question mark. I was just hoping there was one there.
right. No, not by far.
Nope, she's not.
No,
Mr. Lee's like, I can hear you eating chocolate.
no, not at all.
It's Hershey's. It was manufactured on this day. Like, he's got the ears of, like, you know.
Yeah, no shit.
Tina says, I've been watching The Boys, new season coming out. You know what? We got away from it. We got to get back to it. Didn't you like it anymore?
Well, that last season was kind of, as Mr. Lee would say, rubbish.
And I don't, Mr. Lee, what is it that you felt that season 2 of C?
It's not good.
Why did you say it was rubbish? Because we're pretty much
Well, no, we're about halfway.
halfway through it, and I don't know.
It's okay.
It seems all right. Does it get worse like later on in the season?
Other than the
And
fact
no
that
spoiler
they
alerts,
keep
please.
letting people live that shouldn't.
Yeah, they're like dragging out those characters, like
Yeah.
his brother and
The Queen.
Yeah, they should have had a long time ago. Oh, banana chocolate chip bread with walnuts. I'll pay you to ship
But
me
why, Mr. Lee?
one. I'll pay you to ship me one. Bread with, oh, yeah.
I'm curious why he thinks it's no good.
Zero interest. Okay. I don't know. It's just I kind of watch it just to criticize it.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, no, let's leave it at that. That's a good answer.
Just thought about it.
Tina says they're having a good season down in Louisiana. Not if you ask Ben.
I don't know, he was catching him.
Yeah.
He
You just
did
couldn't
all right.
eat him.
He just couldn't keep him.
No, but even Ben had a slow season, a slow start,
I think.
and we had like two days, really good days when they hit, but
They really weren't that good, though. I mean,
no. Even at work though, where I would normally catch them at the dock under the
Door.
paddle boat, you know, nothing.
crazy.
I didn't catch one casting under that boat. Last year I was pulling them out left and right. Mr. Lee, keep coming with those questions. Chris, have you ever had a paranormal encounter?
No. Oh, well. No.
Outer body experience, to deja
No,
vu.
I had this one weird thing that happened right after my mom passed that it could easily be random, but I don't think it was random personally. So I'm not saying I don't believe. I'm saying I never really had anything happen that I would say I had an experience, but I'm pretty sure there is something. There's got to be something more. This can't be it, though.
Oh no, there's plenty more, dude.
Yeah. But no, so one of my favorite things ever is knowing a blizzard's coming or a big snowstorm. You know, like shut everything down, stay home and play. I'll be out there for 12 hours. I built some of the best snow forts you ever seen, tunnels, you name it.
They've done that.
And so we live in Ohio, so but my mom was buried in Jersey. So it was, rental car, kids that were little at the time, and my dad go out there, deal with the funeral crap, and like I just wanted to get home. Like I kept it together. It took like a week process. So, we had to do a funeral in Ohio and then another one out in Jersey. And so the funeral ended. We got in the car. Everybody crashed and fell asleep, and I dropped the freaking hammer and made it across to Ohio in record time. I get home, get up the next morning, and weather's big storm coming, you know, and so it was kind of almost like, you know, she knew that that's what I loved and that's what would make me happy. Because I once I hit the door after the trip, I just shut down. And so I was driving her car. So I dropped my dad off, and then we used her car to get us back home. So the car's parked in the driveway. I'm like watching the radar, waiting for the snow to start, you know, and it was like, you know how it'll show that you're like in the green for rain, but it's not raining yet. It's kind of still up in the atmosphere.
Sure.
And I'm standing there by the door, and I'm watching, and I'm waiting, I'm like, fucking snow already. Come on, you know? And I look up, and the single biggest snowflake I've ever seen in my life. It was literally like 3 inches around, and it's just like fluttering down like a feather. And it came right down, and boom, and it landed directly center on the roof of my mom's car. And I was like, what the fuck? And I look up, and we had like 18 inches. It never stopped snowing for like 13, 14 hours or something crazy. And I had the best next day playing with the kids out in the yard. I don't think it was random that snowflake fell and landed there.
No, dude, that was her. Trust me.
She was like, "Don't go in your room and cry. Go outside and play." That's how I took that. That's how I took it anyway. But it was just crazy. Awesome. I've never seen a snowflake that big in my entire life. And it just fluttered right down, landed on her car, and then proceeded to snow and blizzard for the next 14 hours. So.
No, dude, and that's one of my things that happened with me was growing up with my mom. We were always into thunder and lightning storms. We loved the power going out, you know, and sitting in the dark playing video, you know, Monopoly and shit like that by candlelight. You know, we look forward to the power going out. And the day she died, me and my sister decided to go out to dinner, and this was in Peoria, Illinois. We were getting, if you're in the Midwest and you're involved in a church and anybody dies in your family, people show up with a lot of food, and a lot of them here's this Miracle Whip. I couldn't eat it, and so we just needed to get away, and we went to a restaurant. But as soon as we leave and we're driving to this restaurant, here comes this storm that I had never seen lightning like this before in my life, dude. And as we're driving, we're just like, I'm like, Pammy, this is mommy. She's like, I know. We go to the restaurant, have dinner, storm's still raging. We go downstairs to play pool. And while we're down there, the lights go out. We're like, yeah, this is mommy.
Uh-huh.
We leave there. We go to a bar down the street. And we're sitting at the bar. And they have what's called Shake a Day. And you get like a Yahtzee cup with dice in it. And for a quarter, you got a roll. You got one roll. And you could win a drink, a 6-pack, money, whatever, depending on how the dice came out. So my sister and I are sitting there, and there's music going on behind us, the jukebox on, not paying attention to it. I tell my sister about this, you know, the dice thing, and she goes, "Oh, I want to try it." I said, "Okay, hold on." So I give my quarter. And I roll the dice. And I ended up winning. I rolled twice, so whatever I got, I won a 6-pack. So I slide the cup over to my sister, and she gives her quarter and rolls the dice, and she wins a free roll. She rolls again. She gets a free roll. She rolls again. I think maybe she did 3 free rolls in a row, and then she wins a 6-pack. bartender's looking at us kind of funny. I said, to the bartender, I said, how often does that happen? Bartender's like, it doesn't. I turned to my sister. I said, Pammy, listen to the song on the jukebox. She turns around and she kind of went like, holy shit. It was AC/DC. Have a drink on me.
Oh shit.
We said, thanks, Mom.
No doubt.
And the storm was still going on outside.
Nice. Well, did I ever tell you the story of you about the incident we had where I had to drive the boat back from Nelson's fish camp?
No, you've never told us that.
Well, I probably may have told Russ in passing, but
I know.
But speak a little closer so you're a little louder.
all right. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. So, I don't, whether you may or may not know, we had an incident on one of the rental boats last summer, or I guess it was the summer before now. And a lady got killed, and they were up the Ocklawaha River at Nelson's fish camp. So I had to go up there that night. The boat was quarantined for investigation and this and that. I had to go up there, secure the boat, and then the next morning, once they released it, I had to go drive that sucker back to Venetian, right? So I go there, I get on the boat. It's bad. It haunts me to this day. Like there was blood-soaked towels everywhere, the entire bottom of the boat. I'm not going to go into too much more detail than that. Let's just say it was biohazard everywhere. So I brought some stuff with me to clean, and so I could get it to drive it back. And it was the thing. I sent them off in the morning, laughing and joking with this girl, and everybody's having a good time. And I get on the boat, I untie it, I push the boat off, I start going down the river. I go literally not even 50 yards, and it was all on my mind. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to turn on the radio to distract myself. What a bad idea that was. I clicked the radio on. I didn't change the station. I didn't do nothing. I click it on, and it's fucking playing She Talks to Angels.
Oh,
Shit.
And I was like, the fuck? I literally, I ain't even gonna lie. I cried the whole ride back. It was a mean scene, man. But the fact that that's what was playing.
But she, you know what? She might have noticed that you were stressing,
Distressed.
and
Oh, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
well, but you know what I mean. And
no,
that was her kind of, hey, I'm all right.
I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, if you consider that shit a
No, absolutely, dude. It's called serendipity.
an experience, then I guess I had experience.
Yeah,
No, that was a crazy morning. That morning is just burned into my head like you wouldn't imagine.
no doubt.
But no, of all songs. So I cranked it up as loud as it would go and hammered down. That's what I did.
Right on. I'm just reading. Richie's mom may need heart surgery. Again, Rich, prayers.
Yeah, definitely.
Where are we at? Oh, damn.
It's already.
It's 2 hours already?
Already.
Damn.
It went by quick.
Well, that was an awesome night, Chris. I appreciate you coming on and telling us, all about your adventures, man. That's definitely cool. And future,
I was gonna say
Future
look
adventure.
forward to hearing about the next one.
Yeah, I want to hear
Yeah,
about it.
I'm thinking back, and I didn't even get to half of it.
Oh no, I know there's tons that you
Yeah.
want to talk about.
Yeah.
There's another night.
Yeah,
Well, you'll
there's,
be
there's
traveling.
plenty of
Yeah,
future
no doubt.
shows.
Yes.
You're more than welcome to come on and, you know, talk about a different aspect of Panama, you know,
Yeah,
the
right.
food, you know. I know you ate well.
I ate well. I was surprised how well I ate. They got some good shit, and it's good ingredients, like we talked about. I can tell I'm back in America because of how I feel after I eat. I did not once did I feel that way down there. Even with all the sweating and everything, like I was always hydrated. I never once felt dehydrated, even though I was dripping with sweat all
Sure.
day long. Like I said, the sugar, real sugar, not this refined bullshit that we dump into everything. They don't have any of the bullshit that we have, that we've created
We
for
should have
ourselves.
the bullshit that we have.
Right.
They wake up and get something to eat and do their deals or chores or whatever they got to do, and they go to sleep. Like there's none of that, none of the bullshit. There is in the city. There is a little bit, Panama City.
Yeah.
But, anyway,
But hey, let's save it for another show. We'll talk
right
about
on, man.
that.
We will.
But listen, my friend, I won't see you tomorrow.
Safe travels.
Yeah, have a safe trip, man,
Right on.
and have a wonderful time.
All right, man. We'll talk at you.
All right, dude. Thanks again.
Yeah, right on.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tonight. Again, thank you, Chris. Ben, also. You always got those good questions.
Right.
Richie, again, prayers. I know somebody else had asked for prayers too. Just pray for all you.
You know.
All you heathens. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you had a good time. Please hit that like button below. Share it out. If you're new, subscribe and leave comments.
Comments.
You go back, there's probably 3 comments on every show, and that's
It's
it.
the same 3 people.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all 3 of you.
Absolutely. Might take me a couple days to like it, but
Right.
I try to get back to it. All right, guys. We'll be back on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday.
So you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another.
Yes.
We love you.
We do.
True story.
We do.
Peace and God bless.